Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Brandon James Kirk with Planet Duct Air Duct Cleaning, and today we are on part 4 of our 8-part series on the types of air ducts that we clean at Planet Duct. Today we're going to be talking about what's called slab ducting or slab-on-grade ducting. This was put in homes and businesses. It's kind of being phased out now. Very few places do slab-on-grade ducting anymore. But essentially what they would do is they would assemble cardboard tubes like this, 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch or bigger, and they would assemble it, lay it on the ground of your foundation, and simply pour concrete over the top of it, and it would create a tube or a duct out of this cardboard material. Sometimes they did make it out of PVC. That's more the newer stuff, but the old stuff was cardboard, and unfortunately it does have some disadvantages. Some of the disadvantages are that it is susceptible to water damage and mold growth. We can get overflows in the house of bathtubs and stuff where water runs down inside and begins to deteriorate the cardboard. You could have a sewer line break that could also contaminate the ducts, or you could have rising groundwater. It happens every now and then, and it would come up and basically attack the cardboard here. And the problem with cardboard is it is basically paper, which is a perfect food source for mold. So the issues with these, some of the problems that we run into is you got to be careful when you clean this. If it's beginning to collapse, you can't be too aggressive. If it's in really good shape, then you can be more aggressive with your cleaning techniques. That's something you need to know before you have somebody clean this stuff. They have to know what they're doing. They can't be an amateur. Some Facebook coupon guy goes, "Oh, I can clean a duct with his shop vac." That's just not the way to have it done. Now, this sono tube or this concrete tube ducting, it can also be, if it's starting to show evidence of wear or damage, it can be lined with duct armor. That's a product that we have here at Planet Duct. It's a spray liner that can go in here and help shore that ducting up. Now, one of the issues with some of the older ducting that we run into is they didn't always use cardboard. Sometimes they used a concrete tube that they would put in there, and that concrete tubing many times was infused with asbestos, and that type of ducting was called transite ducting. We don't run into it very often, but if we go into a home or a business and we see something, go, "Ooh, you know what? That looks like that could be concrete tubing or transite ducting." We won't touch it. We'll call in one of our industry partners here in Colorado Springs, like Integrity Environmental or Rex Environmental, to come in and do some proper testing. Last thing you want is an amateur getting in there, stirring up asbestos fibers, putting them in the air so that you end up with, lung cancer in about 15 years. Now, this type of ducting is very common in businesses, in the older parts of town, and in ranch-style homes that do not have a basement, because again, it's built into the slab. But this is one of the types of air ducts that we do know how to clean, and we clean a lot of it here in Colorado. If you've got questions about that, or whether or not your duct company that's planning on coming in and doing work, if they're qualified to be touching this stuff, give us a call at Planet Duct, where we are stronger than the vacuum of space.